and gentlemen, welcome to the first dynamic duo episode of Weekly Rex. I am your boy, the B-Man, alongside with
CrimsonChris,
and we are here to recommend some comics, video games, and some movies for you today. Let's start it all off with Mr. CrimsonChris.
Alright guys, today the one and only comic I'm going to be talking about is Damian, Son of Batman. This is issue 1 of 4. $3.99 issue, of course. I never thought I would ever say this ever, but I like this. I like this book. It's a good book. It's a good read. Spoiler alerts coming up right now. This book takes place in a different universe, I believe. Damian's a little older. Batman has died in battle. He's gotten taken out by some kind of explosion, and Damian is out for revenge. They find out that it was the Joker who did it. Somehow he rigged one of his Joker fish with a bomb, with an explosive, and Batman didn't make it out in time.
Whoa.
Exactly. One thing I really like about this, aside from Andy Kubert's art, is it's on old school paper, like newsprint paper. It smells old yet fresh. It feels good. The cover is really glossy, so it doesn't feel like an old school book, but it gives you that old school feel when you're flipping through the pages. It's a really good thing. It's definitely a buy in the singles. I'm going to pick up issue 2. I recommend everyone else to pick it up. Thank you, Mark, for supplying me with something else to talk about. I can't wait. You see Talia, you see Roz, you see Damian, you see Alfred. It's good. It's good. You should definitely pick it up.
My question is Damian the character you want to be rooting for right now? Even with this first issue, you know how much he's been hated throughout.
Yeah, I am one of those Damian haters, and what I can say is I'm not necessarily rooting for Damian because he has gone the complete opposite direction in this. You know, Batman's all righteous, he doesn't kill anyone. Damian, there is no Batman to tell him not to kill anyone, and he's hurting because Batman is gone, so he is out for blood, and he is taking people out. He is icing fools. Every page, somebody's dying. People are asking him, Alfred sat him down, and he's like, hey man, let me talk to you about these murders. Are you murdering these people? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know? Wow. And he's saying, you know, this is completely against everything Batman has ever done. He's like, Batman is gone. It's just me. And another quick little tidbit in this, Ra's al Ghul actually tells Damian that he should be the next Batman. And Damian's like, nah, I'm good. So,
it's a setup.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely, like I said, I recommend it. It is a pick it up in the singles. It is a read. It is a read again. And the very last page of this book actually made me want to read the second one a lot more. So I'll be looking for that, and you should be too.
Alrighty then.
What do you have for us this week?
Well, for me today, I have the good old Street Fighter Legends manga right here. It is volume 1. It features Sakura and the whole story about her trying to become a better fighter. Kurian from the Alpha 3 series is in it, and she's trying to challenge Sakura to a one-on-one fight. Not for sure why, they're rivals, but Sakura's oblivious to it because she's pretty much just running around, joining in on fights. She goes to a wrestling match featuring Zangief, the great and powerful bear wrestler, and pretty much it ends with her fighting Dan, who pretty much has been hunting her down. He trained her, but during the training session, he gets his butt kicked the whole time.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, just about right. Exactly what Dan is. And when they go through the fight, my most favorite scene is him doing the Shin Goku Zatsu. Now, for Street Fighter fans should know this, but for anybody new to it, it's the move that Akuma knows that instantly kills you. Dan tries this, and he trips on a rock, and he falls face flat. That is hilarious to me. Sakura wins. She fights Kurian. It's a really good fight. I won't spoil the ending or anything like that. The art is amazing. I love it. Very animated, very bright, very colorful. It works to a point. And I love the articulation of everybody in here. It's like a straight up Street Fighter cartoon when you look at it. It's a bunch of volumes. I'm going to be checking them out, and I'm going to be reviewing. Get ready. It's set. There's a lot of Street Fighter.
So you obviously recommend it.
I obviously recommend this. great.
You heard it from the B-Man himself.
You already know.
All right,
now,
guys.
Crimson,
the next
what
thing I'm
you
gonna
got?
talk about? It's not a comic book. It's
No,
a game.
it's not. First time he's reviewed a game.
First time I reviewed a game.
Let's get this straight.
This is Batman Arkham Origins. I got this game the day it came out. Didn't get to play it at all because of work, but I finally gotten to play this game, and I'm ready to do the review. I'm gonna do it quickly as quickly as possible. It's a good game. It's a really good game. It is not as good as Arkham City, but it is amazing. Don't get me wrong. Arkham City was like the pinnacle of superhero gaming, of Batman gaming,
right.
and this one falls a little short for reasons, and I'll get into that. Like, the story is amazing. The voice acting is actually really good. I like the guy they have to be Batman. You see Joker in this, Black Mask. All these people have really good voice actors. Deathstroke makes his appearance in this game. It's extremely good. The cinematics in this game are amazing. The gameplay is the same as Arkham City as far as combos, as far as what weapons and gadgets you have. It's the same.
Right.
So if you've played any of the other Batmans, you know what you're getting into. My gripes with the game, my only gripe actually, comes with the challenge maps. In the challenge maps, you find that the graphics have been dumbed down a little bit, and people's faces are really contorted. They don't look as cool. They're not as smooth. The graphics aren't as crisp in that. But if that is my only problem with the game, then you know it's good. I definitely recommend it. This is a buy at full price for me.
Woo.
Hands down, buy at full price. The story alone is worth the buy at full price. And with that said, we're going to introduce a friend of ours. First time on Weekly Rex.
We've mentioned him hundreds of times throughout all the episodes.
Every episode, just about.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
We introduce Larry.
Larry,
The one and only.
the one and only.
Thank you. It's nice to be here with y'all.
All right.
Today, Larry's going to talk to us, or with us, about a movie that we love called Pacific Rim. He's going to tell us what he thinks about the movie, and then we're going to say what we think about the movie because we have opposing opinions.
Yeah.
First of all, let me say I'm a huge movie fan, and
Right.
for what this is, it's a popcorn movie. You go, you see it, but it's been so done before.
True.
Very non-original,
True.
and they shorted out on a lot of the special effects. Every fight scene, it was raining. You know, this is a cheap gimmick that they stole from the Matrix,
Right,
so they don't
right.
have to do the high-resolution effects. And that was just robbing us, the viewers, from seeing the great monster battles and great robot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are blown away thinking it's a new idea, but they just don't know their history.
Right.
You know,
Right. That's true.
the plot is virtually a ripoff of almost all Rocky movies. You know, and it's
The underdog.
right.
Pretty
I
much.
mean, the only thing is he didn't actually fight the Russian robot. He
Right,
fought,
right.
fought alongside the
And
Russian
funny
robot.
how the Russian robot died before the ending.
Right. So yeah, well, it was an okay movie. It was
Right.
not a great movie.
Right.
For it being just something you happen to watch, you know, eat some popcorn, it's watchable. Is it worth the $12 you pay to see it at the theater? Not really. Is it an okay date movie? Sure, because who cares if you missed the last half of the movie?
Right.
There's no original story, no original plot. It's just you want to see some robots beat up some monsters. If that's all you want, it's a good movie for that. And that about sums that up.
All right.
That is Larry.
That was Larry. Now, for me, it's completely different. I thought, personally, that this movie was amazing. I saw this movie after what Larry said. Yeah, a lot of the fight scenes did happen in rain, or about most of them happened in rain, but it didn't bother me at all. They were in the ocean fighting, so all the water made sense to me. I really did enjoy the effects. I'm a huge Godzilla fan, and I know the B-Man is a huge Godzilla fan as well, so seeing that was the closest I felt like I was going to come into the new Godzilla movie that comes out to a movie like that. I don't even think I had popcorn in this movie. I was just so into it. I really did enjoy the story. I enjoyed the characters having to like mind mesh with each other in order to fight in these giant mechs. The Jaegers, as they're called, or hunters. I think that's Jaeger in German. But I really enjoyed seeing that. Charlie Hunnam, I love the actor. I really enjoyed his performance in the movie. Idris Elba, anything Idris Elba is in, I'm all for it.
I'm
He
down.
played an amazing character. I really enjoyed the dynamic he brought to it. I did like the special effects. Charlie Day was in the movie. He plays Charlie on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and felt like a smart Charlie. So that was amazing. I loved seeing that. And the monsters, the Kaijus, and I really liked the design of the Kaijus. I liked how much smarter they seemed to get as the movie progressed. I liked the weapons that the Jaegers had. And when I saw this movie, like I said, I felt like I should have paid $15, saw it in 3D, saw it in IMAX, in the RPX or whatever the theater is that's like way too big that you can't hear anything but sound effects. Like I felt like I should have just gave them my wallet and said it's okay. I wanted to go broke seeing this movie again and again and again, but you know, being broke sucks, so I didn't get to see it again and again and again. But I bought it on Blu-ray. I think it's totally worth the price for Blu-ray. It's an amazing film. If you like action films, I think it's for you. If you like giant mechs, it's definitely for you. And if you like Godzilla ever in your life, it's for you. So that's 3 things right there for me that I think that the movie is worth. And the price that I paid for it on Blu-ray was totally worth it, even though it went on sale 24 hours after purchasing the Blu-ray. I didn't even care because the movie was that good to me. And what is your opinion on it?
My opinion is, I'm not going to try to rip off anything that CrimsonChris just said. To be brutally honest, he's right. I don't care. The movie is great. I love the robots. I love the kaiju. I love it all. Instantly, this is a movie I should have had around the same time the 90s Godzilla movie came out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of fish. Now, on top of that, I disapprove Cloverfield. I did not like that movie. Okay, it was great for what it was. Camera, woo, shaky. All right, home movie of a giant monster attack, whatever. But I didn't get any monster fights. I didn't get to see hardly the monster at all. And when I did see it, I was like, okay, that's great. Even the director saying, this should be our Godzilla. I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. Godzilla will always be Godzilla. Now, when Pacific Rim came out, I was like, I think this can work. And on top of that, Del Toro's working on the sequel's coming out soon.
That's true.
And on top of that, I hope to see Godzilla come in the middle of this, considering he's coming out. So,
well, okay, I've related, reviews to a complete meal before.
right.
All right, and there's eye candy. They like this movie is very much an ice cream cone.
That's true.
There's just enough structure to keep all the fights together, but that's it. The story is only there to drive us to another fight scene. And because that is the story, the fact that they went cheap on the fight scenes and made it rain really is insulting.
True, that's true.
It could have been better.
It could have been better.
Now, the advantage to that is they have room for improvement with the second.
See?
Very true. And if they improve on the second one, then I believe that the second one will probably be my favorite movie ever. Because Pacific Rim is like my second, third all-time favorite movie right now. Right now my movies are Batman, Inception, Pacific Rim.
Pretty much mine too, right there.
What are yours, Larry? I know, right? He's so hurt right now.
Wait! He's like, wait! No!
My favorite movie is Clerks. The black and white Kevin Smith Clerks.
Ooh. I'll give you a handshake for that
Alright.
one. That's good. That's a good pick. Video that we have Larry on will actually be talking about The Walking Dead comic and show.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
That's all we have for you guys tonight on this episode of Weekly Rex. You notice how much quieter it was without Jules? Speaking of Jules, we all have something to say. Good night, Elaine. Oh man, that felt good. Jules, I can't wait for you to watch this, buddy. I cannot wait.
Elaine
knows. She knows who really cares. She knows who really cares.
Indeed.
Alright guys, have a good one. We'll see you next week on our next episode of Weekly Rex.
Later, guys.